So we've moved into a new year, 2023. Many people like making New Year's resolutions. And today's video, I'm going to give you a small list of things that you can add in to your resolutions to make sure that as we move into 2024 next year, you can look back on 2023 and go, wow, my skill level, my fitness, my health just improved so much. The very first thing that I'm going to tell you guys about New Year's resolutions is I'm not big on them in the sense that I have to wait until the beginning of a year to start making these changes in my life. I like to just do things. If I come up with something which is important to me, I just go, let's get it done right now. Let's not wait a month or 6 months until the new year rolls around. We're going to make it happen. And you guys can make things happen today just by following along, and it's just maybe writing down some of the ideas that I provide for you, and you go, ooh, this is something that I actually want to do. So the very first New Year's resolution, which I have been on top of for pretty much the last 28 years of my life, is to get your core routine on point. Now, I already have so many videos. I'm going to throw one up here. I'm going to throw some down in the description below. Why is it so important to get that core strong and to make sure that you're keeping up with all the weekly exercises, which you should be doing? Well, in terms of fighting, having that strong core allows you to let your arms rise up a little bit higher and put the emphasis on protecting your head. If you are really weak to the body and you have to drop your arms, you compromise your head, which makes you so much more vulnerable to taking those shots, which will knock you down. So I always believe that a strong core is so important to the safety of the entire body. And in addition, it's just fun having the six-pack and looking the part of a fighter. So just make sure that you're jumping on this. I believe if you do 3 ab exercises a week, the ones that I have on the channel already, you do that 3 times, your core conditioning will go way up, and in turn, your fight progress, your fight skills, your fight defense will also go on an increase and improve very, very fast. The next aspect which I want to talk with you about is staying consistent. This is something, again, which I've been doing pretty much my whole life. I very rarely take time off, big chunks of time. I don't do the up and down. I'm in shape, I'm way out of shape, I'm in shape. I sort of consistently maintain. I peak for a fight camp, but then I never drop way down. How do you go about accomplishing this? You set out how many times a week you're going to work out and you stick to it. Maybe you need some more motivation, which is why there are videos on this channel where you can follow along with workouts. Maybe you just need to put a little checklist down, like, okay, I'm going to work out 4 times a week. That equals, let's say, 16 times approximately per month. You put a little check down every time you get to the end of a workout, and by the end of the month you can go back and go, oh, okay, January, I did my 16 workouts, that's fantastic. This is how you improve. You do not improve by going into the gym 2 times a week, going really hard, and then taking a week off. It's slow and consistent. The turtle wins the race. If you guys know that little story about the tortoise and the hare. So just give yourself a goal and stick to it. I find that if I work out 6 days per week, and not even if it's high volume, high intensity, but just doing those 6 days, I very rarely feel like I'm declining, which is extra important as I get a little bit older. At 37, coming up on 38 this year, I have to make sure that I stay consistent and my body does not have those down times. The next thing I want to run by you, this is actually me asking you guys or telling you guys, but maybe getting you excited about what's to come, is something I want to do in 2023, hopefully sooner than later, is get an online course going where I can converse with you live, not just like this, but actually live, where I can look at my computer screen, see what questions you have, and actually do classes. Maybe have some sort of monthly program where you can sign up. We set goals, we set ideas out where we're going to improve, and we focus in maybe 1 week on boxing combos, next week on how to catch kicks. This is something which will help you dramatically, and if it's something you'd be into, just let me know in the comments down below, and it's something that I will actually make happen this year. I've been thinking about it for the last 2 years, but I didn't really want to pull the trigger yet, but I feel like this is the right time. Next up, a big goal for most people is they go, "Ooh, I think I'd like to fight." And then they have all this list of reasons why it never happens, and time slips by, and I see people who go, "I wish I would have tried that." And maybe you've already had your first fight, but you have not gone as far as you want. So make it happen. What's standing in your way? There's usually nothing massive, nothing that's gonna make it impossible. If you want to have a fight this year, your first one, or if you want to get back into fighting, or you want to go for your title fight, set out a list of small goals and make it happen. That's the only way that anything in this world is going to go down. It has to be you pulling the trigger. I'm here talking in your ear, trying to get you to make that move. My dad told me years ago, the only thing you will regret when you get older is not trying. You will not regret failing. You will not regret taking a chance. You will regret not trying. So just give you guys that little push, a little nudge. If you want to fight, it's been on your radar, make it happen. The next thing that I want to stress, which will dramatically improve your fight skills, is taking a certain amount of time every week to work on your defense. Now, it's much easier to work on defense with a partner, but we don't always have that capability. So I will put a couple links up here where you can actually work on your defense, your timing, your skill level without a partner. That is always fun to work on. But the best thing you can do is find somebody who will take 5-10 minutes every time you're at the gym and throw some shots at you. It could be as simple as me saying, "Okay, here's the combo. I'm gonna go jab, cross, hook, and I'm gonna come with a round kick after." And you're just gonna block that 10 times. Then we'll move on to a new combo. Once you start getting really confident in your defense, when you know what's coming, then you start going, "Okay, now I want you to freestyle on me." Nice and slow. They just work. Freestyling away on you, and you're blocking everything, and bit by bit, month after month, you can get your partner to go faster and faster, and your defense will increase. When your defense increases, your offense improves because you have that confidence that when I move in, if they throw a shot, I can recognize, I can block, and then I can come back with my counter. Get your defense on point. It's one of the big things that I will stress will improve your overall game, and is very sadly neglected at most gyms. The training for defense is not there. It does not need to be 90% offense and 10% defense. It should be more like 70% offense and 30% defense, but let's be real, nobody really does that. I train by myself. I make up my own schedule. I make up the training routine every time I go in. So I do make that happen. And the one other aspect that I want to talk about today in terms of goals is to boost that cardio up, because if you cannot breathe, you cannot perform. A tired fighter is a fighter who is done. We saw that in my last fight. Granted, I put Tommy Azuz through the ringer and made the fight hard on him, but we have to remember that he had 3 weeks to prepare. Granted, he had fought not too long ago, but still after the fight, during the fight, I could recognize that his cardio was not as good as it needed to be. And because of that, I was able to go in, work that body over and over, and he was not able to keep up. When you have cardio, it's basically king. Cardio is king. How are we going to improve our cardio? Well, yes, we can go to the gym, but we can also get out and do the road work. Road work does not need to be 10 kilometers 6 times a week. It doesn't need to be something that's time consuming. Head to your local soccer field, your local track, sprint the length of the soccer field, jog the width. Sprint the length, jog the width. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full speed, 6 of them. I do 10. If you're fighting, you have a title fight coming up, you definitely want to be doing 10. But if you're somebody there right now who's going, "Yeah, I want to try this," then you can absolutely, in a very short period of time, we're talking 20-25 minutes of running, and that's with breaks in between the different routines, you can get your cardio so much better. And again, I already have a video which you can follow along with the exact routine I use to max out my cardio and just have that ability to keep going and going and going and not slow up. Cardio is king. Do not neglect it. And That's all I want today. I don't need to give you guys a massive list. I'm sure many people out there already have your New Year's resolutions. I just wanted to add a couple of things which will help you improve throughout 2023. I am prepping up to make this a wonderful year. Fight-wise, I want to get 2, if not 3 fights. In terms of the YouTube channel, I want to continue to deliver content to you guys, grow the channel, hopefully past that 200,000 mark in subscribers. And number 3, as I already mentioned, I would love to get an online training program going. I think my plan right now is to do a limited number of openings because I don't want something where there's 1,000 people and I can't really connect with you guys. I'm thinking something small, like 100, 150 people. When we get on, if people are commenting, I can keep up with everything. So look for that to come. Again, throw a comment below if that's something that you would be into. I'm not going to charge some crazy ridiculous fee like $30 a month or something. I will come up with something very reasonable. So all the people out there, whether you're young and you don't have loads of money, or for the people who have lots and lots of money, doesn't matter. I want to make this accessible to everybody. So I look forward to seeing if that's something that you guys are into. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please give it a like. If you have not already, join the channel, get subscribed. I hope some of you out there look at everything I said today and went, yeah, I'm going to incorporate that into my new year, and it's going to make me happier, more fit, healthier. That's what I want on this channel. I want you guys to feel as good as I feel when I wake up, because every day I wake up and I feel gratitude for just everything. It's pretty nice. And a lot of that comes from my working out, but also the goals I set for myself. I will see you guys back here soon for another episode.